what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto and Team 7 Went Back in Past, and yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, shout out to Anime Boy 666 for suggesting me this idea, and yeah, before continuing this, I would like to address that some of you guys are asking me to make a series. I will be making series, but I have addressed this before on my channel that currently I'm enjoying making your video ideas. Some of them I have failed to try to do so. Yeah, I apologize to you guys in advance, and yeah, well, more than many are still in my list. There are a lot of ideas and it will take time. I know I'm being lazy, but hey, I've been uploading constantly for once, and yeah, I hope this consistency goes for a long time and you guys enjoy the video. Other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins as we see Naruto in Baryon mode appearing in front of Ishiki Otsutsuki, as Sasuke Uchiha was also there, lying on the ground, being impaled by the chakra rods that were created by Ishiki. Boruto was also there with his wrist broken, and so was Kawaki, who was hiding, as they were quite shocked with Naruto's new form, as Naruto started to beat down and pummel Ishiki to the ground, as Ishiki was getting enraged by each pounding he got, as he gritted his teeth and he got up. "You think you're better than us? We are gods, and you are nothing more than puny mortal with our powers. And this puny mortal just beat you down to the ground, and I will do the same for those who are endangering my son's life and my village, and this world, and my friends." "You think I'm the only one out there?" As Naruto stopped for a moment. "You're lying." As Ishiki tried to do some hand seals, and a bright light emerged from where Sasuke knew the white tentacle was, as it was a beacon that was sent to the space. As one figure appeared, it was so huge that it could devour a planet. It was a humanoid figure. "Meet our god, Kishiki Otsutsuki." "What?" Naruto said. "How are we going to beat that?" Sasuke used his portal dimension of Rinnegan and transported all of them out of there, as Ishiki started to laugh. "Run! Run as far as you can, but you can't hide. You will be in this planet. Wherever you go, this planet will be destroyed." "If I can't have this power, nobody can." As Ishiki disappeared as well. The whole Kara, the whole world, the whole plan be damned. He will not lose to a puny mortal. It hurted his ego to no end. As Kurama was also saying, "Naruto, I can't hold much longer." "What? What's going on, Kurama?" "Something is happening. I'm being bound to you." "What?" "Yes, Naruto. It seems that you cannot get out of this mode anymore." "Shit. You mean I'm stuck in this forever?" "Yes. Unfortunately. Thanks to Sasuke's rift and whatever Ishiki did, something happened and our whole molecular and bodily structure are changing and we're combining into one. Wait, then who's going to disappear out of us? None of us are going to disappear, Naruto. We will both be here in the consciousness, but my physical form will disappear." "Shit, we have to stop this then. We can't." As Naruto was brought out of his musing. "Naruto, what? I have been calling out to you for a long time. What are we going to do with that thing? We arrived in Konoha and everyone is fearing." As Kakashi and Sakura arrived, and so did Hinata. "Naruto-kun, what's going on?" "Dad?" "Himawari, what are you doing here?" "Hinata, I want you to go and take Boruto, Himawari, at your father's place. I will deal with it. I don't think that this will survive. Go to the shelters. Everyone evacuate." "Naruto, what is going on? And what is that thing?" "That is Ishiki God," said Boruto, who was now in Momoshiki. "What? Momoshiki?" "Yes, you are correct. That foolish bastard Ishiki. He's quite egotistical, and you hurted his ego, and this is the consequences. He summoned our god, and is going to destroy your planet into nothingness. No matter where you hide, where you go, nothing will happen." "What? What are we going to do then? I will have to stop him. I'll go. No, we will go. Wait, Sasuke! Naruto! Said Hinata and Sakura. We are going with you if you're going. No, you will stay here. No, Dad. I will as well. You're taking control back from me. Quite impressive, said Momoshiki as Boruto was fighting back for the control. I can help, said Momoshiki. What? Everyone looked towards him. I can send only 3 people back. Choose wisely who will go. This world is doomed. There's nothing you can do. That is a forbidden technique that Ishiki used. I have to go and kill him. And this world, it is good as dead. And alongside it, the people. I can send you in past though, but at the cost of your son's life. Do it, Boruto said. No, Boruto. We have to find another way. There is no other way, you puny shit of a mortal. Can't you see? Your whole world is doomed. What do you get out of it? Nothing. I want to see Ishiki fail. Nothing more than that. You see, we have a history. And if we meet in future, tell me that I was the one who sent you back. Maybe, and just maybe, I might help you. So you're going to betray your clan? I never liked the clan that much. The only reason I chose your son was how strong he was, even though he was a foolish kid who went against me, the second strongest out of all of us. And still won. Nothing more, nothing less. Thanks, but we can't just leave all the people here, Naruto said. Naruto, said Kakashi. Go. You, Sakura, and Sasuke will go. No sense, I'm not leaving my family behind, said Naruto. Neither am I. We can't ever leave our daughter behind. Mama, Papa, it's alright, said Sarada. No, it's not, said Sasuke. You will be going back into your childish bodies. You have to tell Hiruzen Sarutobi and save those as much as you can, said Kakashi. Please, be safe. No, we're not, as Kakashi then did something as he called for Anbus. As the Anbus arrived, they neck chopped the 3 of them so they could fall unconscious. But Naruto was stronger as Kakashi was surprised when Hinata launched a Jukin attack on Naruto and made him pass out. I'm sorry, Himamari. No, it's fine. We'll meet again someday with Dad, right? Yes, I promise. I believe in your father. So what are we going to do now? Now I do this, as Ishiki opened a portal as 3 of them were dragged into it and disappeared. Now what? Now we wait. There was no way for you to fight it, right? No, there wasn't, said Momoshiki. I see. As they waited for the destruction, as the whole planet was destroyed by Kenshiki or Suzuki, nothing was left of it. Only Ishiki survived, and in the air, Momoshiki, who was now in full control of Boruto's body, was floating. Ah, Momoshiki, welcome back. I thought you were hiding. You bastard. You destroyed a peaceful civilization which went against our code, and that jutsu was forbidden. That gives me enough right to kill you. We are the only 2 Otsuzukis left. Who give a damn? Me, I do. As Momoshiki charged at Ishiki, and they fought for what seems like years until both of them were killed by each other's attack and died, alongside Boruto, who had a smile on his face. As we go back into the past, 13 years after the Kyuubi attack, as Naruto woke up with a jolt. Boruto, no! As Naruto was shaking visibly, he was sweating heavily. Was that some kind of dream? No, Naruto, it wasn't. Kurama? Yes, I regained my memories just now, while you were asleep. It was real. The world was destroyed by that maniac. We have to stop them at all cost. Do you think they know, Naruto? As Naruto started to cry, as he gripped his heart, it was so painful. As we go towards Sasuke, who wasn't dealing any better, he woke up in his whole compound being abandoned. As he started to cry at the face that his daughter made, she was crying with a smile on her face, a defeated smile, as his Sharingan blazed to life with his Rinnegan. Never, never again. I'm going to train so hard. My mission was to kill Nissan, but now I have a new mission. I will get you back, Sarada. Just wait for me. Wait for Papa. As Sakura was now crying in her room, her mother was also there with her, and so were her father. Both of them didn't know what was going on with her, but she was just crying. Why wouldn't a mother cry? Because she lost her girl. As then, they saw that it was the time that they became getting. They had to go to the academy. After regaining their composure, they walked like they were dead. Naruto ignored the glares that he was getting. He was almost getting used to the praises that he get and the respect that he had earned, that he had forgotten that how it was back then. But it didn't bother him much. He disappeared from their sight as he moved from rooftop to rooftop. As he arrived there, Naruto, you're unconsciously using a Johnny level speed. I don't care, Kurama. I'm done hiding. I'm gonna go forward and deal with it if anyone confronts me about it. The more people know, the better about this threat. Naruto, do you really think? Who cares, Kurama? If they're just going to die like that, who cares then? I just lost my family. I only have you left. At least you consider me one. I'm happy about that, but I'm also saddened that you have lost your little kids and your wife. We will avenge them. We will murder all Otsuzukis. One way or another. We will find a way. We have to. As when they entered, the three of them looked at each other and nodded and sat together, quietly. As then Ino came inside and was yelling at Sakura. As this time Sakura didn't yell back, just smiled. Hey Ino, it's good to see you, said Sakura, as Ino was quite shocked and so was everyone. As Sakura hugged Ino. As unknown to everyone, Sakura slapped some tears from her eyes. As Ino was shocked, Sakura. Forehead. Are you alright? Yes, Ino, big. I'm fine. Just sit down, okay? And take care of yourself, said Sakura as she wiped a tear. Ino was quite surprised and confused at the same time. Why was her best friend / rival acting like this? And why was Naruto looking at all of them with a sad face? And so was Sasuke? As then Hiruka came inside as Naruto smiled at him. Today is going to be your Genin test. I'm proud of all of you that you are this quiet. Wait, why are you all quiet? I'm quite shocked. Aren't you happy for once we're all quiet? What a drag, sensei. As everyone laughed at Shikamaru's words. The reason we're quiet is because Ino and Sakura were being quite friendly. Really? Were they making mess? No sense that they were being friendly. What? Ino, Sakura, is everything fine? I don't know, sensei. Sakura, she's the one who's acting weird. It's alright, sensei. I'm just happy to meet her, that's all. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just begin with our class today, shall we? Naruto, please be quiet. Sensei, I am quiet, Naruto said with a smile. Hiding back is childishness. As Sasuke and Sakura smirked. Okay. Then, as the test began, Naruto knew Mizuki. As Mizuki smirked when he passed Naruto the test, as Naruto looked at him, and for a moment, Mizuki could have sworn his eyes turned into slits as he took a step back. As Naruto then said, Sensei, are you alright? Looking killer intent at Mizuki, and Mizuki could have sworn he saw a visage of nine tails behind him. Yes, Naruto. Then why is there a genjutsu on my test? Naruto said in a whisper that only Mizuki heard. I know what you're after, Mizuki. You will not get it. I'm going to murder you. What? As Mizuki protested to Iruka that Naruto was threatening him, Kyuubi was unleashing. Many of the Genins became shocked, as Sasuke then elbowed Naruto. Dobe, are you out of your mind? I'm not going to let you jeopardize this mission. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sasuke. It's fine. Just don't let it get to your head. We all lost something precious to us. I'm sorry, Sasuke. I'm sorry. As the test went as in canon, but Naruto this time passed. And after that, the 3 jutsu test came, and Naruto surprisingly passed this time. Even Jiji, the person he called, Hiruzen Saruto with the 3rd Hokage, was surprised as he called Naruto. As after half an hour Naruto arrived there, Naruto, my boy, you passed the test, but why didn't you came? Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot. Ruzan was quite shocked by this and surprised that Naruto forgot to meet him. He will not do that for anything in the day. Naruto, on the other hand, was cursing his luck because for the first time he was cursing it. Why? Well, he remembered that he almost immediately went back to his TG, cheering, but this time he just went at his father's head and talked to him, and visited their graves as well. GT, Naruto said. Should I tell him? Naruto said. To Grandma. Yes, I think you should. Well, it's better to show him. I have something to show to you. What is it, Naruto? As Naruto into the KCM2 state, as Hiruzen's eyes widened. My boy, is that? Yes. This is the Kyuubi's chakra. Fully in control, without any hatred. My boy, that is extraordinary. How can you do that? GD, will I tell you something? You promise me you won't weird out by that. What? I am from future. What? Naruto, please. Then how do you think I know this? How do you think I know that Minato Namikaze is my father and Kushina Uzumaki is my mother? And Giraffe the Sanin is my godfather? As Hiruzen's eyes widened, what else do you know? I also know that Madara Uchiha is alive. He was the masked person behind that attack Kyuubi 13 years ago that manipulated Kyuubi, and that Danzo and Koharu and Hamura planned the Uchiha coup and killed them. Danzo has Sharingans implanted in his arms and even in his eyes. Shisui's Sharingan is there, and Itachi Uchiha was the one who massacred his whole clan, leaving his brother here. At your order. My boy, what you speak is the truth, but how did you know about this? I told you I'm from the future. Naruto, I'm sorry I cannot believe. As Naruto lifted his hand and made a Rasengan. What do you say now? There's no way in hell you know that I will never ever knew this. My mother's technique was never used. This is my father's Rasengan. As Naruto lifted it up and transformed it into a shuriken that was whizzing through air, and this is wind element added to it. Rasen Shuriken, an S-rank forbidden technique that I created in the future. My boy, you really know some things. So, I believe you and you're in the future. You're from the future. So why are you back now, Naruto? You see, after I became the 7th Hokage, something happened. All Sasukis came back. Who are they? They're a clan, from which chakra originated. They are also a clan who would raise his pets as 10 tails. Naruto, yes there is. The 9-tailed Bijus are emerged from it, a part of it. 10 tails, you don't want to face it. We faced it against the Great 4 Shinobi War. There will be a 4th war, yes. Akatsuki, they, alongside the Shinobi Alliance, the 5 villages together, combined. And we almost lost, as Madara was fully resurrected and became the Jinchuriki of the 10 tails, gained the power of the Sage of the 6th Path, and then at the end was betrayed by his compliant Setsu, who revealed his mother, true mother, the mother of nature and chakra, Kaguya Otsutsuki, mother of Sage of the 6th Path, Haguruma Otsutsuki. With the help of Haguruma Jiji and his son's chakra, who were we reincarnated of, we were able to seal her again. But then her clansmen came after 30 years. My son Boruto, who I and Hinata had. You mean Hinata Yuga, Yashi's daughter? Yes. He became a vessel of one, like a Jinchuriki, yes. His name was Momoshiki. He almost destroyed a village with his attacks alone, single-handedly. But me and the 5 Kages and Sasuke took him down. Boruto was there, unfortunately, and he got caught in it and gained a karma seal. What is that? It's a seal that allows you to drain all the jutsus and neutralize it into chakra, while adding it into your own by consuming it, and can also release the attack 10-fold stronger. That is quite a terrifying power, my boy. Yes, and that's not only it. There were many. There was an organization named Kara who were after the chakra as well, just like Kaguya, who wants to take back the chakra in this time. But I was beating him alongside my partner, Kyuubi. Something happened. He summoned his god, Genshiki Otsutsuki. With a single blow, he destroyed the whole planet. Momoshiki sent us back. And Naruto started broke down. I lost everyone. I'm not going to do that again. And that is why I'm here, to change the course of events of the past so we can get as much as help as we can. I see. That is a huge threat, Naruto, looming on our heads. Unknown to them, Danzo was listening to this as well. As his, or more like his goon was, as everything was reported down to Danzo. I see. So the Jinchuriki became the 7th Hokage, and the world was at peace, finally. And Konoha was their leader. But this Otsutsuki clan, interesting. I have to do more research on it. Contact Orochimaru about this. Sensei. It will be done, said Sai, who was his now loyal subject who left. As on the other side, back in the Hokage office, Naruto then said, I need you to call Orochimaru. Get me in contact with him. Naruto, he's a rogue. He'll turn good. After Jiraiya Sensei died against Akatsuki, when Tsunade Bachan was the Hokage, he turned good in the 4th war, and even had a son who was a part of my son's canon team. Can you believe it? It is hard to believe, but that will be a nice world to live in. It really was. It was like a paradise to us that we finally achieved after that hellish 4th war. All to be taken from us. Naruto, it's alright. We're here now. We can change it, Kurama said. Thanks, Kurama. Anyway, GT, can you do that? I'll send a letter. I told him that Naruto wants to meet you. As Naruto agreed, as a letter was sent to Orochimaru. After Danzo's compliance left Orochimaru's base in Otogakure, a letter came from a monkey. Here, letter from your sensei. Huh? Why would sensei send me a letter? Something interesting might be happening if he's calling me. As the monkey left, the snake's onion opened. I'll humor it, as what he read made his eyes widen. And then his eyes narrowed, as he called for Kabuto, who was there at the time. Bring me a piece of scroll and a ink and pen, would you? As these were brought, and a letter was written. As the location was given, the Forest of Death. As 1 week later, we go towards Naruto and his team during that week had become Genins, and their sensei was still Kakashi. As this time, Kakashi was surprised that their teammates were waiting for him eagerly and even brought some lunch, more like Naruto did. And they waited on the rooftop for him peacefully, and even went as far as to say that they have different goals. All of them had at least one goal in common: to protect what was lost. They will not reveal what it was, but they knew something. And when he revealed this to Kage, he knew something that Hokage knew as well. As after that, he left it at that, and began their D-rank missions. As after one of their D-rank mission was over 1 week later, Naruto went into the Forest of Death to see that Orochimaru was waiting. Ah, you're here, Naruto-kun. I might say you are quite bold to call me out here. What is it that you want, Orochimaru? I can give you what you want, immortality, but I want you to listen to me carefully, because it involves the life of your son, who is lost. I don't have any son. You will, in the future. Yeah, right. So tell me, are you from the future if you're saying this? Yes, I am. I know you're working with Akatsuki, but you abandoned it. That is quite interesting. And nobody knew about that except for Akatsuki and me. Not at least Konoha did. And Konoha doesn't know about Akatsuki. So, I agree with you. I agree that you are from the future. Let's just say, what was this future like? You turned good in the 4th Great Shinobi War, which involved against the whole Elemental Nation and Akatsuki. Madara Uchiha was revived, and your compliance Kabuto betrayed you. He turned himself into a snake sign while he abandoned you on your table, laying there. And you were rescued by Karin Uzumaki and Suigetsu and an orange-haired kid. I forgot his name. Ah, I see. Jirobo. The 3 of them. Then, why are you here to tell me this? I want you on my side. You are turning good. You even had a son. And he was in a Team 7 with my son and Sasuke Uchiha's daughter. That is a nice story you made up. as Naruto handed into Mitsuki. See this? This was your son. As Orochimaru was quite surprised. How intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Do you know how I created him? Yes, with your own cells. Into a artificial test tube and boom, in your lab. I see. I believe in you. I don't need immortality. Just tell me, why are you here then? The world was destroyed, alongside you and your son, by the Otsuzukis, by the one. Who are you following? I'm not following no one. Zetsu. He was the one who recruited you, right? Yes. He's the one behind everything. The war between us and other villages. The war between Hashirama and Madara. Your departure. Your betrayal. Everything. You mean Zetsu is the main culprit? Yes, but there are hands pulling the strings behind him. The Otsuzukis. Who must we deal with? If they are a threat enough to send you back into the past, then we must deal with it carefully. But I doubt that Sensei or Jiraiya or anyone will work with me. You won't have to worry about that. Said a voice. It was Hiruzen. Gigi, I told you to not come here. I came on my own accord, Naruto. Even if you are from a future, you're still a Genin. And I will be here if anything goes wrong. Nothing will be going wrong, Sensei. Do you think I'm some kind of a monster? Oh yes, you do. Orochimaru, for the sake of the future, I will forgive you. But please, we have to work together. Well, my hands are itching for my son's, soon-to-be-born son's death and demise at such young age. So I'll help you. The secret to immortality are actually only simple. Make a clone out of it, the perfect one, and then only departure your chakra into it, and then transfer your soul while concentration. As Orochimaru did that in front of them, and then killed his previous body. It worked. It really did. As he then punctured his hand to see that it was bleeding, and it did bleed, as Orochimaru laughed. As Hiruzen said, Naruto, are you sure it is wise? Yes, GT. He has achieved it, all by himself. Why not tell him early on? Thanks, Naruto. I will help you out now. And I will call back my compliances. As for Kabuto, you don't have to worry about him. He will be dealt with. You do not need the scrolls of sealing, Orochimaru. I never called for it, Naruto. Mizuki was on his own. He wanted to go towards Eva. Damn it! I knew I should have killed that bastard in the previous life as well. What do you mean? Mizuki's disappearance was your doing? Yes. He wanted the scrolls of sealing, Gigi. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that, but I failed this exam this time in my previous life, and Mizuki, well, kind of made me steal the scroll of sealing from your office and meet me here in the Forest of Death, where Iruka came and got injured, and I dealt with him. But this time I killed him beforehand, before Iruka could get hurt, or anyone else could. As after that, Orochimaru left, and Naruto and Hiruzen were back in their office. Now what, Naruto? Now we train each and every one of them. And there is a request that I must make. Call Tsunade and Jiraiya back as well. We need them both. Naruto, Tsunade, I know. I was the one after your death to go with Jiraiya to get her back. You see, in the Chunin exams that are going to arrive soon, after a few months, after them, you were going to die at the hands of Orochimaru, or was going to. But now you're not. I have made sure of that. He used Edo Tensei, and I'm sure he will not use it now, because he know the consequences of that. The first and the second Hokage will not be revived. But Naruto, if they are revived, we can use their strength. Not now, GT. We will, but not now. As after that, Naruto left to meet his teammates, and they were doing their D-rank missions again. As after doing some missions, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were gathered after the sensei told them, but he was hidden alongside many other senseis. I don't get it, Kakashi, why are we here? They're hiding something, I'm sure of it. They were holding back all this time. You mean all three of them? Yes, we are going to follow them, said Kakashi to Asuma, Kurina, and Guy. As Guy was about to yell, as his mouth was taped by Kakashi, who was looking at him with anime tears. Shh, Guy. We're not going to let you jeopardize this. We have to see what they're after. And who are they? As in front of them, Naruto turned into KCM2. Is that? Yes, it's Kyuubi's chakra, but it is controlled. As in front of them, Sasuke's Mangekyo and Rinnegan activity. Is that a Mangekyo? Kakashi's eyes widened. You didn't know about that? No. As her armor appeared. That is the legendary Susanoo. But how does Sasuke know about that? As in on the forehead of Sakura, a diamond mark appeared when the Henji disappeared. Is that Tsunade-sama's? Yes, it is. What were they hiding? As they sparred at god level speeds and skills that even it was blurred to them. I can't even keep up. Guy said I can't as well. As there were craters and punches formed and only sounds were heard. And when they stopped, Sasuke and Naruto were panting heavily after 2 hours. Damn it, they're off going at it 2 hours now. As Sakura then punched the ground, pummeling it into nothingness. Damn, the girl got some strength. She's the next coming of Tsunade-sama. She is actually. As after they were done, Sasuke summoned a snake, and Naruto summoned a toad, and Sakura summoned a slug. As the 3 of the summons looked at them and greeted them as the clash began between one another. They are summoning as if they are the next coming of the 3 Sanins. Yes, Kurna, you're right. As the senses watched in amazement. As unknown to them, Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, Kiba, Hinata, and as well as Shino were watching this. Whoa, I didn't know Naruto Sasuke had this much strength. I mean, Naruto was the dead last of us. Who knew he had this much power? Yeah, none of us did, said Shino, who was quite surprised and stuttering for the first time as well. It seems that Naruto-san lets more than what we see and meets the eye. Yeah, Shino, you're right. Naruto-kun is special. I didn't know forehead was this strong. She just pummeled the whole ground with a single punch. And they're still going at it after 2 hours. Shh, what a drag, you troublesome blonde. What have you been doing? As after that, all 3 of them calmed down. Down the spy were watching this, as it revealed what they held. This is quite serious, if they're training this hard. I mean, I should hold on to my advances towards becoming Hokage. If there is no world and no Konoha, what should I rule over? Nothingness? And if he becomes Hokage, I might be dead. Who knows what happened to me? As on the other hand, Zetsu saw this and retrieved back to Amegakure. Zetsu, any news on the Jinchuriki you were spying upon? Who was it? The Nine-Tails kid, right? From Konoha, said Kisame to their leader. Yes. Bad news. It seems him and his team, Itachi's brother and that girl with pink hair, have been hiding their strength. They're like the 3 Sanins. What? Said Itachi and everyone. Yes. In my eyes, in front of them, Naruto. That kid was in a perfect state of a Biju and Jinchuriki combined. And not only that, he was able to summon a toad. A big one. And Sasuke, your brother, was able to summon a snake. And that pink-haired girl had a diamond forehead mark, just like Tsunade Senju. And can use her strength. She pummeled the whole ground with a single punch. And she was much faster than her. And she summoned a slug as well. Damn it, we're dealing with the new Sanin's wannabes. It'll be amazing. On the other hand, Itachi was contemplating. Itachi, your brother, was he hiding this strength? No, Sasuke was not this strong when I left. Something must have happened. I have to go back. I have to check. Permission granted. Report us back everything. Hi, it will be done. As Itachi left in the night time alongside Kisame. As 2 nights later in Uchiha compound, as before the C-rank mission, and they were resting, Sasuke woke up. Hello, Nissan. Your sensing abilities have grown, Sasuke. Calm down, I know, Nissan. What do you like? Itachi's eyes widened. What do you mean? I want to know what you want to drink. Tea? Cold tea? Or water? Water will suffice, but tell me, Sasuke. Don't you want to kill me? No. Why? Itachi said with wide eyes. Nissan, I'm going to show you something. Promise me you will not say a word. I will let you reveal everything that happened in my life from this moment onwards. As a Mangekyo appeared with a Rinnegan, with 6 tomos in them, as Itachi's eyes widened. Mangekyo, eternal Mangekyo. Sasuke said before he was pulled into Infinite Tsukiyomi. As Itachi saw Sasuke's life, their fight, his death and the war, and his resurrection and his death again, and the winning the war, and Naruto and his fight, and then him living for a redemption journey after being freed from his charges, and after that, 33 years of age, him having a daughter, his niece, and then the catastrophe, the tragedy that struck as when the genjutsu was over. Itachi was crying. Was that really? Yes. I lost my daughter, Nissan. I lost you. Thanks to Danzo, thanks to Konoha. But I don't harbor any hatred towards the village. I only harbor hatred towards Danzo. I will kill him. I will this time. But Sasuke, I cannot live. I killed her. I know what you did and why you did. I would have done the same in your shoes. But no, this Nissan. I will not kill you this time. You have sacrificed enough. Let me protect you this time. We're going to need your strength. Sarada is going to need your strength in the future. Please watch over her. This time, be there for her. I will, Sasuke. I promise. So, you're going to abandon? Kisame, you're here as well. You know about me. And what's this gibberish about future and everything? It's not gibberish. Can you take me to the Akatsuki base? As I have signaled Naruto already. What? As Naruto arrived there with a yellow flash. Hello, Itachi. Kisame. Kid. You got speed. Yes. Can you take us to the Akatsuki? And provided that Zetsu not being there, because he's the main culprit. And bring Tobi as well. You mean the new guy? How do you know about him? He's Obito Uchiha. What? Itachi said, and so did Sasuke. Who's that? He said his name was Madara. He's Madara's grandson. Madara will arrive after you're all dead, when the fourth war begins. Itachi, do you trust them? Yes, I saw the future, and it's not good. What we are doing will only doom the world. And it's all because of Zetsu. I see. Then both of them are needed. As the four of them departed, as they arrived in the Akatsuki base, while Pain has sent, as per Itachi's request, Zetsu on a mission to spy on Sunagakure, which was away from them quite a while. It took quite a while to get there, and Tobi was present. As the whole Akatsuki was gathered, as Sasuke and Naruto were brought. He brought the Jinchuriki. Hello, Nagato. Hello, Konan. As Naruto addressed them all with the name. But then he disappeared and killed Hidan out of nowhere. And Kakazu and everyone was on guard. Don't worry. He was not redeemable, but you all are. How do you know what we are? Because you are being betrayed. All are. Even you, Obito. How do you know it was me? Obito said, dropping his mask. There is nowhere in real like this, and you're being betrayed. You will be betrayed by your own grandfather when you become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. And you all will die in this process, in your journey. How do you know? Because I'm from the future. I've seen what happens firsthand. Sasuke, can you show them all? While Hidan's dead body was there, burning with Sasuke's Imaterus, all of them were in a genjutsu, seeing what happened in the future, the peace that was achieved, and then the Otsutsuki struck, and how they were all betrayed and died. So basically Konoha, Shinobi killed all of us. Yes, because you killed them first. And not only that, that is what will happen in the future. The Great Fourth Shinobi War is like that. Us all surviving a 10-tailed monster, and then Kage or Suzuki arriving, taking back the chakra, and putting us all in Infinite Tsukiyomi herself, which was only draining our chakra, nothing else. I believe in you, said Nagato. Thank you. You know, you once told me that whatever I do, I have to achieve your dream, your, Yahiko's, and Konan's, and mine. The dream of peace, our senses' peace. You're right, and you did. But these Otsutsukis, Are they? Yes, they are related to the Sage of the Sixth Spot. They are much stronger. And that being that destroyed your planet with a single attack, they are the god of Otsutsuki. We have to avoid him at all cost. We have to contact Momoshiki at all cost. But I do not know how. Naruto. Momoshiki said that he had been roaming this world in the orbit for almost 60 years before coming here, meaning he will be out there somewhere in a pod, as he said. You're right. We have to go there. What shall we do? Keep Zetsu busy, act as if it's natural, and tell him that Hidan has gone missing. I see. We will act natural. And Obito? Please, don't do something stupid, because you have seen what happens. And at the end you became a hero you always wanted to be. You're right, Naruto. But I'm sorry. You know I killed your... No, you didn't. It was a misunderstanding. The main culprit was Zetsu. Not even Madara was. But at the end he lost. Kaguya lost. And we achieved peace. And we will do the same this time. But we have to go and tell the other villages as well about this. Do you think they will believe us? Sasuke said they have to. If they want to survive. Because without their help, we all will die. We have to help each other out, Nagato said. You have Amegakure's boat. Thank you, Nagato. You can leave now, Naruto. Yes, you can, Gaki. So, should we all know that we should stick together? I mean, this group means a lot to us, and we were betrayed and killed for a pursuit of a madman and a mad rabbit goddess. So we should take revenge. What do you guys say? Said Pain. I'm liking your idea already, leader-san. So, what do you say, Obito? You already know my answer. I'm in. Obito's shine that he had lost over the course of years was returning back. As Itachi smiled, "You're finally back, Obito. You're finally back." As Naruto and Sasuke returned, just to see the Tsunade and Jiraiya were at the Hokage office, and there was an envoy waiting for him at the doorstep. Where were you, Naruto? Ah, Neko-chan. I was visiting Sasuke. I see. Well, you are needed in the Hokage office. I will be there. As Naruto's Senshin much faster. Shit, I still gotta control that. What do you expect? Your whole chakra has been here, and you're still as powerful as a Baryon mode. What? Yes, we were still intact with it, remember? And we couldn't get out. Then you're a... No, Naruto. I have my soul and my... all memories have returned to this body, meaning I am still there, but half. My other half is still sealed inside your father, while my full power is coursing within your veins. That is quite a lot. Yes. Will my body be... Yes, Naruto, it will be able to sustain it, because you have turned my strength into your own, while I regained a new one. That's good, Kurama, but this time I promise I won't use that form. You know, Naruto, I will use it 1,000 times just to save you and your family. My family. Thanks, Kurama, but I'm not going to let you use that. Kid, when the time comes, we will cross that bridge. Just focus. As Naruto sighed and opened the door. Hey, Irasanin, as Jiraiya face vaulted. Hey, Bachan, as Tsunade gritted her teeth. Calm down, both of you. As Naruto hugged both of them. So good to meet you. I missed you both. Wait, what? What do you mean, Gaki? We're meeting the first time. Bachan, I'm from the future. And yeah, Sensei, I know everything. About my parents, about you, and Bachan. Would you agree that you became the Kage and fulfilled Namaki and Dan's dream? My dream? You know about them. I never told you. You should know about that. Who told you? Jiraiya, did you? I came here, Can't you see? Sensei. He's from the future, Tsunade. You see, I'm going to die, as he said, in the upcoming months, or was, until I joined your band. Why, Orochimaru? Said Jiraiya, as both Jiraiya and Tsunade were on guard. Don't be. Because I am here for a reason. Why? To avenge my son's death. You don't have a child, said Tsunade. He will in the future. He will be a part of Konoha. He will be our top scientist and secret researcher. I see. What happened to us then? You were a retired Hokage-bachan, and was enjoying your life in retirement all by yourself. Still no luck, huh? Yeah, no luck. And as for you, Rasan, you died with fighting Agatsuki, fighting Nagato and Konan. How how do you? I told you already. Why are you keep asking me like that, Baka? Are you that dumb? Have you gone snail with doing all the sex with the women and gotten AIDS? Oi, Gaki. Yeah, I know you're a super pervert. Enough of that shit already. And was face faulted as everyone chuckled. Still the same as ever, huh, Jiraiya? Oi, you're one to talk snake shit. You wanna go? Guys, calm down, both of you. You really are a Team 7. Just like us, when Sakura and Sasuke used to fight. Really? Yes, Sasuke was trained by you, Orochimaru, once he deserted the village. And I was trained by you, Hirosanin. Tsunade trained Sakura. As Naruto summoned his teammates as both of them arrived, but we are trained already. As Tsunade gasped when she saw the forehead mark on Sakura's forehead. How do you have that? Sensei, you trained me. As Sakura then used 100 healings, I became the head of the medical department of our village and was the chief of that. When you retired and gave your position to me. I see. That's quite interesting. Yes, I have found many new formulas that I wanted to get you your approval of, but I didn't have time. But why did you? We lost everything. Thanks to Otsutsuki's, we lost everything. Huge disaster. The whole world destroyed. Our children died. The next generation, the old generation, our generation, everyone died. The whole world is perished. We were sent back by Kakashi Sensei to save some people and get as much as help as we can. And that is why we're here. And that is what we're going to do. We need you all to train and be at your best. We have already gotten Akatsuki with us after revealing everything to them. You mean you went? Yes, Didi, I did. It is the only way. Can't you see? The more help we get, the more the better. And Akatsuki was betrayed by Zetsu at the end. They should know about this. They will help us. They are after peace. And they saw that how I achieved peace. The whole elemental nation achieved peace. And if they can be a part of that, a community in which we don't have to worry about bloodshed, sending our children and our loved ones to death in a war, then they will fight for it, as we all do. You really did achieve peace, right? Yes, I did. Yes. If you want to see what we did, here, as Sasuke showed them all what was happening in the future and how it looked, they were quite intrigued by Konoha's future and every other village's future, and how it all came to an end. When that ended, Tsunade and Jiraiya and even Orochimaru, who seen his son and how loving that child was gritting their teeth and was enraged to no end. And they wanted to butcher that man with their own hand. Jiraiya for only one reason, him becoming a grand godparent. Because Naruto's children were quite intriguing and they asked for him and even searched for him and his books. True culture children. And as for Tsunade, because of Sarada, she had such potential, and she was always inspired by her and how she acted like a fangirl meeting him, and how she was interacting with her as if she was her own granddaughter. And so was Naruto's children. She had lost much family. She was grieving for the loss of her grandchildren that she never had, her potato grandchildren. Now she knew what her sensei felt towards Naruto, like she felt towards Naruto as her son. Naruto, what you have shown us, is this real? Yes, Bachan. Every bit of it is real, as it can get. Oh my god, and I thought I went through hell. You have gone through worse, Naruto. All of you have, as she hugged the three of them. But I promise you, this time it will be different. We will come out on top. Yes, Hime, we will, said Orochimaru as Jiraiya nodded. Back as the three legendary Sannin team? Yeah, go power, as both of them pummeled Jiraiya to the ground. What? Stop doing pornographic references here, Jiraiya. And all of us are not girls, Orochimaru said. Party pooper, as all the Genins chuckled. And from the next week's onwards, the training hell started. As finally the team came for when they go and do their C rank missions. As Naruto took Tazuna and saved them from Gato, as in canon, and this time they saved both um, uh, Zabuza and his compliance named Haku. Yeah, I kind of slipped through my mind about their name. Sorry about that. Anyway, on to our story and told them what might happen with them. And that happened as well. As Naruto and Zabuza talked, flashback at their first encounter. Zabuza, I want to talk to you. Naruto said while they were fighting, what? You and Haku will be betrayed by Gato. Don't believe me? Just come here 1 week later on this bridge. Don't meet him. You will know what will happen. I guess I'll humor you. But if you're lying, you'll die. I'll happily. As after that, 1 week later, they arrived. That did happen as Zabuza and Naruto butchered down everyone, and this time everyone were alive. As Naruto then went on with Sasuke to help Inkiri and kill Isebu, or more like free him from the Genjutsu. And after he stepped down, Yagura stepped down, Mei became the new leader, and Naruto made his move and told her what happened in the future. As Mei Chojiro were surprised that Chojiro was the next Kage and she was retired, and how there had been a war and how they had achieved peace, and how it was destroyed all by the Otsuzukis. Oh my god, they are back then. Yes, are they still alive? Mei said. Yes, Mei-sama, they are. Naruto, we have to do something about this, said Chojiro. You're already acting like a Kage, said Mei as Chojiro blushed. But I was a Kage. In the future, I will be. I will not disappoint you this time. You never did, friend. But this time we have to work hard. We have to go towards Iwagakure next. Do you think they will let you in, Naruto? I mean your whole heritage and all, said Mei, worriedly. Don't worry, Mei-sama, we have already that covered. As Naruto arrived there, he didn't have that covered. He was held at kunai pointed, and many weapons pointed at his throat. As Naruto showed them all how their future went, and how they became good friends, and how they let go of their hatred. As Oniki was surprised that he got close to the grandson of the Yellow Flash, his mortal enemy, who he thought looked like his grandson as well, and Kuretsuchi's little brother. Kuretsuchi was surprised as well. He acted the exact same way. As after that, Kuretsuchi then said, I see, so I was the next Tsuchikage, huh? I'm still alive here, little girl, and you're not the Tsuchikage yet. I will be, old man. So, get ready to hand over that hat to me when that time comes. In your dream, little girl. Okay, young man, I agree to your words. If that is what's going to happen, we will have to save it. This is a dire situation that we're in. What about the Sakatsuki? They agreed to join us. But beware of Zetsu, because he's the manipulated bastard. And this Momoshiki person, can he be trusted? To be honest, I don't know, but he did send us back. If he did, then we have to be cautious, but we will work with him, Naruto. The whole world fates rest upon our and your shoulder. You have to get us all together again. I know it is hard to do, and from coming out of my mouth, a person who lives in the past and lives in a world time of hatred, not in peace. It's quite shocking that we are able to achieve that with Konoha and other villages that we have skirmishes with, and a trading route and our villages that look so flourishing and so refreshing. I want that for every village. I don't want hatred and bloodshed, said Kuretsuchi. As everyone agreed, we'll support you, Naruto. Thank you. What do you want us to do? Just be prepared and get ready, because a lot of things are going to change, and we're going to need all the help we need. Because when we reach at the age of 30 or 33, Otsuzukis will strike, and they will come back with full force. Even Kaguya, because this time she's not going to be unsealed. We have to go and talk to her, maybe make her agree to work with her. It's too dangerous, Naruto. You saw that what she did, right? She with a single hand almost instantly captured the whole elemental nation, and if it was not for the Sage of the Sixth Path giving the power to you and Sasuke, we would have been doomed. Yes, what my granddaughter is saying correct, Naruto. But she might be able to help us alongside Momoshiki, because Ishiki is the strongest out of all of them. Momoshiki said that himself, and there are only 5 or 4 Otsuzukis left. Kishigi, Momoshiki and Ishiki, and Kaguya before the destruction of the whole planet, and they can summon their god, Kenshiki. All of them can. If we make Momoshiki agree to work with us and live here peacefully, then we will be able to take care of Ishiki once and for all, because he wants to kill us all and resurrect the Otsutsuki people here in exchange for all of our souls. What? You mean that was his plan? Yes, that was his plan. Then we have no other choice. We have to do this fast. We are all going to train from now onwards, said Oniki. All of us are. Go, kid. Make the others join this as well. We have to be prepared. We have not much time left. Yes, you're right. As after all of them left, Oniki said to Kuretsuchi, we don't have time left, Kuretsuchi. But grandfather, do you really believe that all? It means it's too good to be true. And all of it. I believe it. There's no way in hell he could replicate Madara to that extent. And that monster, the Ten Tails. If that does exist, then we have to stop it at all cost. And this Kaguya person, and these Otsutsukis, there's no way in hell that they cannot be real. They are real. Because I know that they are the one who originated all the Genkais and Dojutsus from. But how can we beat them all, Grandpa, if they're that strong? All of us combined can do many things. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, Kuretsuchi. Always remember that. I will, Grandpa. Now go and train, alongside the rest of them. Hi, she said as she trained, as Onigi smiled. As next stop was Raikage's office in Kumogakure. So you want me to believe this story of yours? Naruto said after showing him everything. Hey-sama, please. You have to. If you don't agree with me, ask B, or even Yujito. How do you know them? Because they are the 8 Tails and 2 Tails Jinchuriki. You're testing my patience, kid. How do you know them? Because I'm a fucking Jinchuriki as well. The Jinchuriki is of 9 Tails and I'm from the future. I've been telling you this over and over again. They can vouch for this. Both Yuki and Matatabe can. You mean the 2 Tails and the 8 Tails? Yes. As they were both called. Matatabe. Yuki, I want to speak to you both. As Kurama took over. Yes, I want to. Kurama, what is it? Yuki. Matatabe. See this? As both of them saw what Kurama went through. Oh my god. Are they coming back? Wait, is this true? Yes, every bit of it is true. Otsutsukis are a real clan, but only 3 of them are left luckily, and unfortunately those 3 are the strongest beings. From 3 to 1. Ishiki is the strongest one. Second one is Momoshiki. Third one is Kaguya, and fourth one is Kishiki. We have to kill all of them. If not, then do something about it. Like Kaguya is still hidden in that rock that you call moon. What? Yes. It was done by her children, the Sage of the Sixth Path and his brother. I see. That Naruto, we have to work together then. That is what we have been trying to tell you. Sama, we have to. There is no other way. If we want to prevent this from happening again. I don't want this to happen. As much as you, kid. Well, bro, we gotta go with the flow, as every other village is going. I agree with B-sama on this one. We gotta go with the flow. See? Yujito gets it. Oh yeah! Said Killer B. No, your rhymes are stinky, but this one, I agree with. As B was on the ground, as Naruto chuckled, still as same as usual, huh, Octopop? Octopop. Yo, that's a cool name, yo, fool. Yeah, fool? Yeah, you're still the same. As after making them agree, the alliance was formed between Amegakure, Konoha, and the other villages. Suna was the only one left, as Naruto killed Rasa himself, and Shikaku told the whole populace what was he planning, and they all agreed. And Gaara was named the new Kazekage even after making the whole populace, and Gaara agreed to their will. Naruto and Sasuke were leaving. Well, Naruto, we have achieved the peace again. This time much more earlier than before. You're right, Sasuke, but there's something we still have to do. What? We have to tell Konoha's populace about this. Are you sure about this, Naruto? At least Council should know. Our friends should. Naruto, What will their reaction be? Will they call us cowards for... I do not know, Sasuke, but we have to tell them, even if they hate us. You're right, but Naruto, what about Hinata? What if she hates you? I will live with that then. It will be my burden. No, Naruto. I can't. No, you have to. Please, just for my sake, Sasuke, don't mess this up. Okay, as both of them arrived at Konoha, as everything was going as planned, everyone was training Katsuki, the 5 villages. All that was left to tell the Konoha's elders and kill Danzo, free the root, and get Sai on their side alongside their friends and the clan heads, and save them as well. As they were all gathered, and Danzo was killed by Naruto and Sasuke while he was arriving there. As his root was free, more likely Sai was, and the rest were killed, as Sai was their friend, but the rest of them were drones, while he was the only one. In the previous life, Sai was the one who killed the rest of the Danzo's goons. In this life, they did. Why am I here then? Sai said, everything will be revealed, Sai. Just sit down. As Sasuke and Naruto were standing there, as many of them were sneering at Naruto, what you're about to see is the future of Konoha. Sasuke showed them. As Sasuke showed them what happened, how Orochimaru attacked, and then their life began, and how Tsunade was brought back to the village, and how Sasuke deserted, and how Naruto trained with Jiraiya on a 3-year training trip to bring him back. While Sakura was trained by Tsunade and Sasuke was trained by Orochimaru, and how the three united, and how they fought over and over again, and how Danzo was the one who killed the Uchiha clan while they were planning a coup, and how Sasuke became the biggest criminal, and how he redempted, and how Naruto became their hero and their leader at one point, and how it all came to an end, as they were now gasping and were now in fear, even with the war. But that was not the worst part. The worst part was seeing their grandchildren, the next generation, die. As the Genins were crying, their friends were crying at the loss of their children that they didn't knew about. Even Sai was crying. What happened? Is that real? Sai said. Yes, as Ino ran towards him and hugged him. As Sai hugged back, as both of them were crying. I don't know why, but I want to cry even more. Tears won't stop. As Ino was crying as well, as Hinata hugged Naruto. Naruto, don't you hate me? That I was not able to save you? No. It was us. Yes, Naruto, it was us, said Kakashi. Now I know why you held back, all 3 of you. We all know, said Asuma. And your children were quite cute, Naruto. You better take care of her and never betray her. We're all coming for your guts. Say, Kurenai, you see our daughter, right? Yes, I saw. She was the most beautiful. Was she? She was my princess. I will take care of her. If any man's come as much as in her vicinity, he will die. Oh, stop being that Asuma. Yes, Hime, said Asuma to Kurenai, as Gaia was like, my flames of youth were brighter, and I don't know how, but thank you, Naruto-kun. You made me survive the 8th gate opening. As the civilians were yet still shocked, while Sakura was breaking down again, seeing their daughter's broken smile. And so was Mibuki, and Itachi, and Sasuke. As Himawari's smile was shown on Neji, and even on Hiyashi, who was crying. We have to deal with them at all cost. Neji said, they cannot allow to be live, any one of them. Rules be damned. If you won't, then I will go. Neji, calm down. We will. Can't you see how much the next generation suffered? They all died. I won't let this happen this time. Yes, Neji, we won't. And for that is why we revealed this to you. We have to train hard and strong. Neji fought back his tears. We all will. I'll be damned if I let this happen to her. As time passed, 5 years later, Naruto was able to track down Momoshiki, who was hiding in the world, wounded badly. Momoshiki, how are you here? I was wounded. And how do you know my name, mortal? Naruto revealed everything to him. Ah, I see. So he betrayed that bastard, huh? You see, he and I arrived here. He's weakened. You can take him now, with the help of mine. As Momoshiki and Ishiki were hiding here after the destruction of their world and the war that was happening there, as both of them were wounded and the planet Earth was the one they chose to hide in. Zetsu was killed off, so all they had to do was get, well, Kaguya. But unfortunately, Kaguya had already sided with Ishiki, alongside with Kishiki, who both Ishiki absorbed and had become much stronger than his previous form. As when they arrived, Momoshiki was surprised. Oh, you bastard, you absorbed them, didn't you? So what if I did? They should be honored, and you should be as well, Momoshiki. As Naruto and Sasuke were in battle-ready position, suddenly, whole populace, each shinobi populace, old, new generation, were there. Huh, you think you can beat me? As all of them started to fight Ishiki. Ishiki was being pushed hard, and at the end, he too had fallen. You think you're better than me? He was about to summon that, but this time Sasuke cut both of his arms at shoulder's length as he was hissing in pain. You bastard! What have you done? As Sasuke then said, I'm about to do this, and Amaterasu's sword was about to come down, but was stopped by Momoshiki. Let me do this. As the sword was engulfed into his mind, as Ishiki was cursing, as a seal was appeared of the cursed one and the damned one. That is where Ishiki was banished to by Momoshiki, and only Momoshiki was left as the only Otsutsuki of this world. What are you going to do now, Momoshiki? I'm going to live here peacefully. I know what it feels like, the future, the peace. When I arrived here, it was to cause havoc, but when I lived within that kid, I knew then and there that this world shall be given a chance and not be taken. And that is why I sent you back, so I can enjoy a peaceful life here without interfering and bothering your family. So shoo now, enjoy your lives, and don't worry about me. I will be here to help you. And bring that kid when he's of the age, so I can train him. He was a nice company. How do you know so much? I read your mind, Baka. Now go. I want to relax. As after that, the five villages retreated back to celebrate their victory. Even Amegakure, who was now developed and part of the 6th Great Elemental Nation, as it had become that, and they were all now joined through railroads, and the grandparents of their grandchildren were there now. 10 more years passed as Momoshiki was enjoying his life, hopping from village to village and enjoying peace in general. It was quite relaxing. He had fallen in love with a civilian girl as well and was staying with her, who saw him for who he was and not a freak of nature. And he was happy for that. As the ships were as in canon, Porta was born. And 3 years after Himamari, everything was at peace finally. And this time, Naruto and everyone knew that they should be cautious and started to train hard because they knew that there might be more Otsuzukis who could have survived. But fortunately, there were none. And that is how the Elemental Nation lived forever in peace. While Momoshiki enjoyed himself, obviously, with his legacy. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out.